Our next roulette rides the roller coaster of nightmares. Please welcome Garrett Anderson.
Hi everybody. My typewriter sprung, my loose sprung, it sprung a leak, leaky AC. My printer broke, so I have this digital tablet. It didn't come off a mountain that was struck by lightning. There's something, I had biblical reference. Hi everybody. Fever Dreams, A Waking Nightmare by Garrett Anderson. Alright, it starts again. Humans, from my limited understanding, are easily corruptible, pleasure-seeking, drug, sex, and food-addicted automatons who are sometimes sociopaths of the highest order. Predators and prey. Trust no one. Fear everything. I fear everyone. Everyone can hurt me. I learned this in Los Angeles. Every day is hot. The broken and neglected are my only colleagues in this city. Pretty crummy friends as they are in worse shape than me, but I cannot help but feel human empathy for them. Been having delusions of chupacabras, alternate dimensions opening up and swallowing young men like me whole. Now that I am back in Texas, who knows what cryptids will lull me into a web. I used to take drugs. At least drugs were safe. Drugs don't eat you. When I was a child in bed, I was safe. When I was in my dorm room in university, I was safe. When I got old enough to see reality for what it really is, it's full of monsters. Big ones, small ones, oft-named benevolent beasts, ones the indigenous cultures were so scared of they had no names for. You need spiritual eyes to truly see. At night, I walk up Lamar Street, up past House Park. I used to get stoned under that bridge by Shoal Creek and ride my bike. Those days are over. Now it's just me and the bats. I like to tell lies for attention to strangers sometimes as a game. I got bit by a bat as a child while I was spray painting under a bridge by a stream near my house. I could feel myself turning into some kind of monster myself. I mean, not a malevolent monster, just one who didn't get to be indoors like the other human. That heat was making my brain melt in bizarre ways. It's too much to bear. I see normal people my age every now and then. They look at me with indifference or ignore my plight. I sit and talk to the other people who got bit by these little beasts. Red ants, little centipedes, millipedes. Thank God for mental illness, medications, corruptions to the psyche. I wake up covered in fire ants. It was a Russian nesting doll of bad dreams. I wake up in one prehistoric world full of unspeakable horrors. No humans, just massive insectoid creatures, huge leprosy-laden armadillos. One snatches me up and eats me. I'm surrounded by writhing antediluvian telepathic maggot insects from Texas. One wounds me right in the brain. The next dream is an acid test. A man in a feathered hat is giving out doses of LSD at a party. A lot of Canadians are there. One woman says, "I feel like I'm underwater." The night progresses. The bands play. I'm talking to an old guy I met around the corner over there at the Spider House back in 2015. He's this guy from Alberta, Tanner. We're talking about the proliferation of more and more advanced forms of smaller and smaller technology and how simple the human mind remains. People start bumping into me. Next thing I know, the acid kicks in for the collective psyche. I didn't take any. The punch bowl is brought out by the same man in the feathered hat. This is at a house somewhere by the tracks, 2016. Everyone starts drinking the punch. Tanner and his cousin Nico, they just look in with a smile and go in for a sip. I scream, "Don't drink the Flavor-Aid, it's cyanide." They don't listen. They look real cool. Jonestown, I think to myself, maybe I should actually drink some. They look pretty way rad. Everyone starts coughing up blood. It gets real ugly. People start dying and screaming and hooting and hollering. Some sick psychopathic bastard with long hair and full psych rock 60s attire puts on some of the best obscure garage psych I've ever heard. I look around and everyone was just dying. Lightning strikes the main stage. It was horrible. I get struck by lightning and turn into a pillar of salt by Yahud for looking back. The house was destroyed and the entire city of Austin becomes a dead, polluted salt lake in that dream. I wake up on top of an as of yet undiscovered Mesoamerican temple. In ancient times, in the Mayan highlands, a man plunges an obsidian blade right into my midsection, and pulls out my liver. It's bloated and alcohol damaged. I quit drinking until I'm 24 is all I can think. I know I'm dreaming, but all I can do is look at the crowd staring at me. Drums are playing. There is a huge, orderly, ritualistic ceremony. My liver is squeezed out over my eyes. Don't worry, it's almost over. Sorry. The enzymes burn and blind me. I wake up on a mattress, somewhere off 55th Street, in a vacant house's backyard in Austin, Texas. The hottest summer on record. The heat does funny things to your brain. Air conditioning and medical care are a must. I am too young for this. People just feel bad for me because I am young. I walk up Lamar Street after that string of nightmares. A man approaches me and tells me, "You need to stop running from your problems." A worn-out, sunburned jackal of an old man covered in open sores. The mental hospitals just release people on the street here and say, "Good luck." This town is all about appearances. People with lots of money often just want problems out of sight and out of mind. Ooh, this one's rough. The August sun burns my brain. I get hit by a young ACC student my age in a Mazda in broad daylight. She's probably studying family dynamics. Floating out of my body, looking down, she's horrified. I'm so detached at this point, I'm just an observer. I'm at peace. I didn't want to die early. I just wanted to find a wife, settle down, and open a cute little cactus shop in San Marcos or something with my quote-unquote soulmate. She's freaking out. I don't blame her. Man, my body's in rough shape. It's just a mangled mess of tire and car. I keep drifting away from it. This is one rough world, one hot summer. I was hoping 2020 would be a better year. She was on her phone texting a friend. I wonder what she was talking about. She's probably having an anxiety attack about a test. I mean, I forgave her. She took me out of my hot misery day. Hope she can forgive me for not looking. I mean, holy shit, she's freaking out. I can see the whole Goodwill half price lot downtown from here. There's Koenig and Lamar, now right by my old place. Well, my death's not a big deal for this new Austin in 2019. I didn't want to die. I mean, am I going to haunt this girl the rest of her life? I hope she forgives me for my lack of self-hygiene and self-care. My bug bites and sunburn, my mangled body under her Mazda. I white out. I would cry, but my body's gone too. I can't remember. And then I wake up, in an air-conditioned place. There's clouds. All right, there you go. Sorry.